the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you. Yeah.
What up?
Yo, man, that's a dope beat. I hope I'll start freestyling in just a second, shit. Even though I can't freestyle to save my life. I was gonna attempt to throw together a bunch of Dr. Seuss riddles for y'all and shit. But anyway, look, guys, the link is right there, October 26th. Yo, 21 days, exactly 3 weeks.
Exactly, Jesus.
It's gonna come by quick. Yo, so if you ain't got the tickets, you still got tickets, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Still tickets. Get your tickets, guys. We haven't sold out just yet. If we were sold out, I would have told you, but nah, we still got tickets. Go ahead and get your tickets, guys. Go ahead and get your tickets, man.
Okay, real quick, I'm just going through the comments. I want to make sure, people be asking questions a little early and shit, so I want to make sure I don't leave y'all hanging. Hey, real quick, what are we talking about today? How you run your relationships should never be up for debate. And I would also say this: you never negotiate your terms and conditions.
Thanks.
Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. So, guys, in just a moment, I'm going to share a video with you guys. Now, I warn you, for you sensitive motherfuckers, you're going to be triggered. Now, I want you guys to be triggered, but I don't want you to be triggered for the obvious reason that you're going to be triggered for, because there's a learning lesson, and how all the bullshit that you're going to see could have been avoided if he would have been dealing with this woman strictly on his terms, and if he would have set the appropriate boundaries and parameters from the very beginning and enforced them shits. And that's another thing real quick, guys. When you set the tone for the type of interactions and relationships you want with women, you have to establish the boundaries and the parameters early on. And you have to reinforce it and enforce it. And sometimes in enforcing your boundaries, you got to let women go. Sometimes you got to let them go, right? So let me go ahead and take this down real quick. Guys, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat, followed by your question. But let me go ahead and shout out some individuals, and we're about to get into this. Wicked Scorpion, Jonas, Phil Brad, Soulmonger, AJ Leno, the incomparable Renee P, Joe Blast, Frankie Shy. Who else we got up in this piece? Danny P, what up, fam? Who else we got? BD. Yeah, I can't call you the whole thing, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Right. So Willie Berryhill. That's your real last name, dog? All right. What's up, Willie? Corey, Beloved, Amando. Who else we got up in here? Dr. Steele, what's good, fam? Okay, I'm gonna put that back for later. B Will, what's good with you? 100% me, what's good? Hey, Buckeye 22, Boxing Plug Dave. Real quick, guys, like the stream. It helps with the algorithm. If y'all really fuck with us, like y'all say, liking the video, liking the stream actually helps with the algorithm. But also feel free to comment underneath the video once it's submitted to the YouTube and it's up and running and all that. Feel free to get them underneath that joint and comment, as you will. So guys, again, how you run your relationships should never be up for debate. Now, before we get into this, brother, you got anything you want to add to that? And do you got anything you want to plug?
Of course, man. I got the soap, man. Make sure y'all get y'all soap. Masculine Identity Natural Luxury Soap. Make sure you hit that QR code or your soap, or just go to masculineidentity.com and get your soap. And what else? Oh, yeah, check this out, man. We got the Silverback Seduction. Shout out to Mr. 1950. Go to Mr.1950.com and get the Silverback Seduction candles, man. They hot off the press, so make sure y'all get those. And then what I'll say about the topic is, as men, we are the leaders. As men, it's always best to do things on your terms. See, you have to understand something. It's a woman's job to enhance, but you have to give her something to enhance, right? It's a woman's job to add to a situation. So if you have nothing to add, if you have nothing for her to add to, then she's going to be lost and bewildered. So it's really up to you to have standards set in your relationship. You understand? And they never should be up for debate. They should always be up for support. So what I mean is you have your program set. You have everything set up. You have the way that you want things to go down. You have a schedule. You have a method. You have all things set. You set your program, and then you look for a woman that is in support of that wants to enhance that. And then the beautiful part is that her ability to enhance and support it shows her energy and demeanor towards you. And shout out to Corey 2S for the $2 Cash App. He says shout out to the panel. Salute to Real Game. And you always want to kind of keep your, that's how you keep your, I guess, your finger on the pulse, right? Of your woman shows you through her cooperation, through her action, that she supports you, that she's your biggest cheerleader, that she is on your side. Do you understand? So again, it's not about manipulation. It's not about putting your foot on a woman's neck and forcing her to do anything. The point is to find a woman that wants to be in that position, to find a woman who understands your identity, understands your program, and not only does she understand it, but through her understanding, she figures out ways to enhance it. She figures out ways to make it better. She figures out ways to support you. And so everything works the way it's supposed to work. Because if you're dealing with a woman that doesn't support you, that's where the problems come in. That's where the dysfunction comes in. That's where the dissension comes in. Issues, arguments, disagreements and all this other shit. That's what you don't want. I mean, why would you gotta battle the world. You gotta fight this. You gotta do that. You gotta you gotta, worry about your boss and traffic and politics and this and that and that and this. Your woman should be on your team. Your woman should be in support. And if she gives you any type of consult, it should only be to enhance or to make greater whatever it is you got going on. Your woman should not be fighting against you. You should not be arguing all the time. And so that's why, again, we talk about women in support of men. We talk about women following a man's leadership. But the most important part of that idea is for the woman. And this nigga's wearing the shirt that blends right in with his shit, so he looked like a floating head.
Yeah, that's all I'm about to say, dog. Everything good?
Shirt, J. Roman. So in order to make the idea work, the foundation of the idea is the man to have his thing in order, to have his terms set. Because we talk about dating on your terms, being in a relationship on your terms. But the question is, men, what are your terms? And a lot of you don't even know that shit to begin with. And that's where the issue begins.
J. Roman, you got anything? That's right. The you, baby, we back. You got anything you want to add to that? Real quick, before you add anything, Miles, it's funny that you say the woman is supposed to support her man.
Yeah.
We know, if for those of you who are religious or spiritual, we know it's God, man, woman, child. When you see this video, there's some shit that's out of order with that hierarchy, right?
Oh,
but J. Roman, you got something you want to add to the title, baby? How you run the relationship should never be up for debate. Non-negotiable. Zero tolerance policy.
I agree.
I'm
gonna let the video play. I didn't know. My shirt.
What's that new diet you on, bro? You look like you.
Yeah, it's called Invisalign or something like that.
You look like you got it.
Nah,
hey, if you can get your head to disappear, bro, you can stick it to some bathrooms and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, but seriously, what color is your shirt?
Only use that. Yeah, my shirt is green. I didn't realize it. I just hopped on here trying to hurry up.
That's why they call it green screen, brother.
Yeah. I realize it now.
There you go.
So, but hey, I'll rock with it right now. If it's too disturbing, let me know, man. But
no, man. We good, bro.
It is what it is.
All we need is the commentary. Whatever you got going on visually, bro, you can manage. So real quick, guys.
Too, you remember the beginning of the Tribe Called Quest video when it's just them with their heads cut off with the headphones? That's what it looked like. They
do. Now that you say that.
Hey, you know what? I didn't notice something until you said something about it, because I'm trying to rush and get in here.
There you go.
Then I turned and look, and yeah, man, I think I got a nice shirt on, but it's too green.
All right, well, hey, real quick, y'all. If you have a question, put a Q followed by your question. Don't wait till the last minute, because y'all always do that. But let's get into this video again for the emotionally triggered men.
By the way, men can never be topless.
There you go.
That's
shirtless, but not topless. All right.
Yeah, we can never be topless.
So, guys, again, you're going to get triggered. I want you to get triggered, but not for the obvious reason. But we're going to get into all of that once y'all hear this shit. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and snatch this shit up. Let's get it.
Stepdad tried to kick 29-year-old stepson out. This happened.
At some point, he got to go.
Never no time.
At some point, he
never no time. Never no time.
Well, tell him, Christian.
No, you tell him. We're talking about you grown and you gotta go somewhere. I told him, you understand, you ain't going no damn way. You go when you get ready.
Man, I just feel at some point you need to make your own way. That's what I be want to walk through the house naked sometime, and there you go. So what?
No, if anything, you can go now. Him. How about that?
I want to take out the
Okay, so let's get to the obvious. So all of the pundits who say this is why you shouldn't date single mothers, that's the first thing they're gonna go to. Is that right? But I want guys to understand that this is a weak male. And whether he was in a relationship and both him and a woman were childless, or if they actually had a child together, he will still be the same weak motherfucker that's ran by his woman. Now, let me just say this. First of all,
wait. Good point, Zach. Good point. Say that again, man. Say that again.
Hey, all right. So whether the guy was in a relationship with a woman and they're both childless, or whether or not they had their own child together, he will still be the same weak motherfucker that's ran by his woman. Right? No, number one, guys, I want guys to understand something, right? When you cohabitate with a woman, that's your castle. That's your castle. Yes, she's living there, all the children under the roof. Yes, that's their residence as well. But that's your castle. But I want guys to understand something. I guarantee you, if we had an opportunity to have an intervention for this weak-ass male, and we asked them some very important questions about the nature of his relationship, how they met, how soon he made her his girl, and how soon he met the kids before he laid down the law and all of that, we will find that he made mistakes from day one. And it all culminated in that video. That woman don't respect him. His word means nothing. He has no influence in that household. And that 29-year-old man-child, because he's not a man, he's a child, right? He knows that his mother is running the house. So there is no incentive for him to go nowhere, because he's looking at the dude like, you heard what mama said, nigga, you can go. Right? Imagine you in a crib where you pay bills. And guys, you don't got to pay all of the bills. You can pay half. You can pay 60%. Hell, you can pay 35%. That's still your castle. You still supposed to be running your shit. Right? But I'm going to pass it to you.
I'll pay not no bill.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where I'm laying my head. It has to be under my specs, because that's my safe zone. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I could write a whole essay on this video, honestly, because there's a lot going on. There's a whole lot going on. Number one, the man is showing himself to be weak. It seems as if he moved into her house. So he's weak. Moved into her house. She's still running the house. The young man is gonna grow up to be a bitch ass nigga because he's being coddled by the mother. This is what causes the whole generation, because his father's not around. His actual father is not around. So there's no male. There's a male there, but there's no male authority being influenced in that young man's life. That's a part of the reason why he's still in the house in the first fucking place. He's going in the fridge. You understand? He's going in the fridge. Like when I see a nigga going in the fridge, like in a video like that, I'm like, nigga, why are you not out somewhere? What do you really do? You a 21-year-old. You should be out the house looking. You should be at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be somewhere else. You should be playing pickup basketball with your homies. Something. You should not be in the house just chilling on a regular day. A man needs to go out and do something. So there's a lot going on here. There's a whole lot going on here. And then, so he's sitting there and he was about to start saying, when the video cut off, he was about to start saying, oh, well, I pay all the bills in this motherfucking block. And this, again, it goes right back to the looks, money, status shit. You think your money means something. You think your money means something when it's really the game. It's the man behind the money that means everything. And the man behind the money in this video is a weak bitch ass nigga who the mother don't respect and the son don't respect. So you could pay all the bills, the mortgage, the everything, and still not be respected. So what's the point of the looks, money, and status and all the shit? What's the point? It's so much going on in this video, bro. But I'll give it to you, Jay.
Now, for me, I'm coming from the position that my son does not ever have to move out as long as he's stepping towards some goals. You know, the old philosophy that I had to deal with was as soon as that 18th, 17th, actually, as soon as you graduated, you're out. I particularly have looked around and said to myself, you know, with my children, I wouldn't do that. You know, as long as they're working towards some goals and have a plan that when they step out on solid ground and ready to go. You know, that means saving up for a house. That means, you know, going to school for whatever your career is. That means, you know, hey, I got this internship for this job. That means something like that. Yeah. Not just because our parents' philosophy was, hey, throw the bird out. You got to learn how to fly. Now I'm trying to set you up and you leave my house with a nice where your shoot, my mind just went blank.
Like a foundation.
Your credit score is decent.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff going for yourself on the direction that you have chose and worked toward. Now in this situation with this guy here, number one, we can tell there's no disrespect because this conversation is not in private. It's right in front of the son. That's how low the respect is in that whole house. This conversation is had right in front of the son going in the refrigerator and not something that she talked about and they talked about privately. Then he's trying to justify his reasoning on the son. Hey, I just think that, man, you know, I ain't got nothing against you, but I just think it's kind of time for you to go and do your thing. The son doesn't even have to say nothing.
Well, he said
the son didn't even have to respond.
What's my order to walk around naked? Like, I ain't got to explain all that to you.
Oh, and that's another thing. If I want to walk around naked, the son would have been complaining to the mom and saying, hey, can you tell him not to walk around here naked? At the least that could happen, right? Like, hey, maybe I can't change none of this stuff, but you ain't gonna change me. Here I am walking around your friends. I'm coming out the room in all glory because this is my house. And if you got a problem with it, you can go. And then when she said that the line that he would leave, you got to go before him. That was it for me. That should. And this is my last point, and I'm gonna pass it on, fellas. Sometimes you get yourself in situations where you were just rolling, and you kind of forgot, like, oh snap, let me get myself back together. I'm the man of this shit. There should be some statements that wake you up.
Yeah.
That statement alone should have woke him up and been like, what did you just say?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I'll make my arrangements from here.
Yep. And
well, go ahead, Miles. You got it.
Real quick, I remember a couple of shows ago, we actually talked about this and we were discussing, the man moving to go have sex with the mother, with the kids in the other room, and I was saying that this is why you gotta vet. Like me personally, I don't meet the child until 12 months in. Right. And with that being said, if I don't meet the child until 12 months in, then that also means that I don't move in with the woman until everything is the way I need it to be. So he obviously moved into the house with this because look, a man don't consciously make a choice to do something and then turn around and complain to the woman.
Facts.
Talking about, well, sometimes I want to walk around naked and there he go. That's why you shouldn't have moved into the situation, brother. You should have said to that woman, how long is it going to take for your son to move out on his own? Or if you want to come move in with me and we turn that house into a rental house and your son pays rent and get a couple of roommates. Something has to work to where I get the kingdom that I designed, the kingdom that I want, because there's no fucking way that I'm going to move into a situation and then double back and complain to the bitch. And that shows the weakness of that man. And the sad part is much like that young man has no, so everybody just going to leave me while I'm okay. Much like that young man has no example of masculinity and a masculine influence from his own dad, even further, he has no example of masculinity from this man who's in his mother's life. You see what I'm saying? And that's the sad part. Yo, I ain't messing with y'all, bro. Y'all niggas just gonna leave a nigga in the middle of a.
So. Okay, no, my bad. No, it was I had to refresh my screen. So let me say this real quick. And see, this goes back to why I always say that from the very, very beginning, you need to establish the boundaries. But Miles, you made a profound point where you make sure the woman is completely and fully on your program before you even meet the kids. Because but here's the problem, and both men and women are guilty of this. When you're dealing with somebody new, and they have a child or children from a previous situation, the
Mhm.
worst thing you can do is try to incorporate both entities at the same time.
Right.
You got to make sure that the woman has been properly vetted and she is showing you deference, humble submission, and respect for an
Facts.
extended period of time.
Yes.
Right? She's fully on your program.
Yes.
Then you meet the little crumb snatchers, right?
Mhm.
And you make sure that they are on your program. But before you meet the kids, though, or the child, you make sure that the woman understands, hey, if you and I are going to have a relationship, specific. Now, if we never live together, then it is what it is. I ain't never got to be around them little motherfuckers, right?
Nice,
But
nice shirt, Jay.
yeah, there you go. But if we're talking about cohabitating or being married,
Right.
the woman needs to know exactly what's going to go down. So an example of that would be this. To your point, Jay, if I'm gonna set up a situation where once the kids graduate from high school, if they're still going to be in a household, but they're actually doing something, moving towards the future in trade school or in college, or they're working a full-time job and they're stacking money, but there's a goal. Like there's an end goal. There ain't no you're just staying here until whenever. There's like, let's go ahead and formulate a plan. So when you get out on it, because there ain't no if, when you get out on your own, you can hit the ground running. You know,
Right.
this is one point I want to make, right? And this is why there's a gap disparity, a home ownership disparity between black folks and fairer skin, because of this. This is what white folks used to do, and they still do it. But this is something that they had a head start on. Back in the day, when they were buying their homes, what they would do is, once the kids got old enough to graduate from high school and go to college, there was equity in the home. So they would take an equity line of credit out and they would put their kids through school. So when their kids graduated, there was no school loan debt. Right. So the kid was able to graduate from college, get a degree, get a nice paying job with no debt. So they were able to hit the ground running. So if you want to establish that, establish that. But the problem with the dude is, not only did he not have no vision for himself, he had no vision for the woman in his life, and he had no vision for the people up under his wing, including that 29-year-old loafing motherfucker that ain't about nothing.
He's 29.
29.
God damn.
So real quick, Unique. Go ahead.
Yeah. Shout out to Unique 79 for the $20, the 20 pound super chat. He says, many guys consider leading a relationship too much responsibility. And that's facts. They want women to anchor the relationship alongside them. But a man should relish leading a relationship knowing that when it goes well, it's because of him. Facts. Facts. And when it goes wrong, it's because of him too. But that's the part. That's what man means.
Yep. It's like a quarterback, right? If you're a star quarterback, they're going to heap all the praise on you when you win. Just like you're going to get all the blame when you lose. Even if you threw for 300 yards and 5 touchdowns and the defense gave it up. Hey, man, you could have threw for 6 touchdowns and won, right? And people will say it's unfair. It's not about it being fair or unfair. It is what it is. If you're the leader always falls on the sword. So anything that goes wrong, you take responsibility for. I remember when I would go out with my kids, go out to eat with my wife and my kids, and people would marvel at how well behaved my children were. They're sitting at the table quiet, eating like they got some home training, and they would say, "Your kids are so quiet and so well behaved."
Yep.
And I would be like, "Because of me." You know what I'm saying? Now, the woman got a lot to do with it too, but a lot of that has to do with the vision that I had for myself and my family, to where there's a structure to how we move. So the woman should be an extension of you when it comes to your children. So in other words, when you're away from the home and a mother is taking care of the children, rearing the children, she should be an extension of you. They should see her in you, right? Because as the man, you should be the lead disciplinarian anyway, right? So the woman should be an extension of you, where if the kid tried to go to the mom against something you said, she's like, you know, we don't play that around here. You heard what your father said, right? Me and your father, we rock as one. If your father tell you no, I'm telling you no, right? But in that scenario, what you saw is that the man and a woman are not on one accord. right? They're not unified. They're not on the same team. You literally have two opposing forces in a household with a grown-ass man-child who, of course, is taking advantage of the fact that he know his mother is running shit. Guys, when Miles come back, the call-in line is open, 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. Allow for Miles to log back in, because if you try to call now, you know, you ain't going to get through because he ain't here. 919-647-9392. Again, if you got a question, put a Q in the chat, followed by your question. We'll try and get to it. The sooner you ask a question, the sooner we get to it. You wait till the last minute, you bound to get skipped over. Go ahead, Jerome.
I think too that that 29 shouldn't move out right now. Not only does that guy not have a plan for his woman there or his wife, he don't have a plan for his son, for his stepson either. His reasoning was, oh, because you're 29, I think you should just get out. Well, that's not teaching him anything. That's aging out of where you're staying at, which, yeah, of course, you know, at some point in time. But at the same time, where's your lessons that you taught him on how to move out, how to survive on his own, how to, you know, understand what the world, you know, is like without this support immediately right here in this house? You know, when you need to understand that, you know, bills. There was a lesson that was taught to me a long time ago, you know, when I was on my own. And I never forget, my grandfather said, hey, if you lost your job today, how would you handle your money? What would you do? What would you pay? What would you, you know, say and let ride? And he explained that to me. Hey, you always pay where you stay at, and you pay your car note. The rest of the stuff, hey, they can pile up for a little bit before they come and start cutting your lights off and things like that. You know, you can catch those up, but you need your car to get to work. You need your place to stay. So it's the least thing you pay is that. You know, you go to the store, you buy your rice, you buy your this, you survive on that. You can't go out, you can't do anything. That's how you survive. Hope you never have to do it like that, but I'm letting you know when push come to shove, this is what you should do. You know, and I think that's one of those things where that man did not tell, even though it was the stepson, how to survive out there. His reasoning was his age. And oh, I think you should just learn how to kind of be on your own.
Yeah.
He didn't teach you how to be on your own. So why should I go anywhere? And the mother knows that. The mother's looking at him like, you didn't teach him how to be on his own. I didn't do it. You didn't do it.
But it's not just that. It's not just, that's part of it, J. Roman. So I'm not gonna act like there's no validity to what you just said. The other problem, but there's many problems. Like Miles said, we can sit here and write a fucking dissertation all day about that shit. But part of the problem is the hierarchy. God, man, woman, child. Okay, he never established himself at the top of the pyramid.
Facts.
Okay? He never established that. So what a lot of guys do, right? And I've heard guys say this. Oh, if I meet a woman that got a child or children and we living together, I ain't worried about them little motherfuckers. You better be worried about them because you're going to get that type of scenario happen. So my thing is this, to your point, J. Ron, regardless of how he personally felt about the child, it's incumbent upon you to give that young man some tutelage so he can get the fuck out. Because you're doing yourself service by you're doing yourself a disservice by not making sure that man has the necessary tools to get the fuck out. Yep. So what you essentially did, you compromised your tranquility, you compromised your peace, right? You compromised all of that within your household. But the mistake was made because he even got into the relationship with the chick. Because that's where the mistake was made. Because let me tell you something. In many cases, once the relationship goes down a certain road, it can't be saved. It can't be reconciled. Right? Sometimes you got to look. This is why I say this, and I'm going to pass it back to you. This is why I say this. When you're in a relationship with a woman, and Miles, you alluded to this earlier. When you are in a relationship with a woman, and that relationship goes bad, you're always 100% accountable for that relationship going bad. Let me explain why. You either chose the right woman, but you fucked it up. Meaning you lied to the woman, you deceived the woman, you did something where the woman was down for you. She had your back, she was following your lead. Maybe you were inconsistent. Something happened where she no longer believed or trusted in your ability to lead. And then that fucked up the relationship. Or you got into a relationship with a woman you never should have got into a relationship with to begin with. And then it manifests itself like in the video y'all just saw. Y'all got it.
I'd like to talk about the hierarchy thing, right? So I know it might sound weird to women out there, because of course you're gonna feel like, well, my kid is my kid, and if I'm dealing with a man, or if I'm dating a man, or even if you marry a man, right? I have to have reverence and deference for my child first. But see, this is why I believe so much in vetting and establishing certain dynamics before we do certain other things when it comes to a relationship. Because no matter if I'm the father of the child or not, as a woman, you answer to me, and as a man, I answer to God. So if we're not fully comfortable with that, then we can't be together. This is why I tell guys, I always tell guys, like, it's not about the fact that she's a mother. Her being a mother most likely don't have nothing to do with you unless she has your child. But if she's a woman with a child, cause that's all a lot of these niggas, don't date single mothers, because she's a woman to you. Because you're dating her, you're fucking her, and that's it. That's all she is. But she has a child. And here's why I say this. I say this because she has to be a woman first to you, and then be a mother. And if she cannot organize her life where she can have deference, and I like your word, Kazak, where she can have deference to you, meaning she can prioritize time to build your relationship with you, to build a relationship with you as her man. If she cannot do that, and then organize her life where she could be a mother as much as she needs to be, and then co-parent or have support from her family or pay for babysitters and nannies, whatever the fuck she need to do to take care of that part of her life, she got to take care of it. But she needs to have her life set in a way that she can still have respect and deference to the relationship between you and her. Because check this out. When the woman is acting like, oh, well, my baby always going to be the number one, and you going to leave before my child leave, and all of this other shit, what she's not being very smart, because the child at some point is going to leave the nest and start their family. So if it didn't work out with the child's father, and you with me talking about, well, I love you and I want to be your girl, and I want us to move on and possibly get married and all, your deference is to me. Your submission is to me, not your child. Now, I understand that a part of your life says that you're a mother, so you have to be a good mother to your child. But on top of that, all of that shit, this is the 29-year-old nigga, and you're showing deference to him and not me? That's crazy. Because the only reason why he's not out on his own, building his own family, is because you've raised him to be a worthless piece of shit male and not a man, which is sad in itself, which is a whole nother discussion, right? But you want to sit there and tell me, oh, well, he gonna leave before you do. Listen, trust me, I understand you as a mother. And trust me, if the kid is younger than 18, I do understand if you say, well, I got to look out for my kid. I understand that you got to look out for your kid, but the deference belongs to me, your fucking man. Because when that child becomes of age, as they should leave the house. And I've seen it before. Parents, they put their kids on a fucking pedestal, but when it's time for that kid to start their own family, them kids is out. And the mother is left lonely and resentful too. This is why you have so many of these single mothers that treat their fucking daughters like shit. Because what they literally see is their daughter making the decisions that they should have made for their own fucking life, and they're resentful of their fucking daughter. And so they do their best to sabotage their daughter's situation. Bro, this shit happens all the fucking. That's what I'm telling you. There's so much happening in this video. So much. And it's a lot of it shows the dysfunction of the broken families. And this is why, guys, the most responsible motherfucker in that video, I don't care what anybody says, is that man. It's that man. He shouldn't have moved in with that woman. Just because you paying the bills don't mean shit, nigga. If you didn't architect and design the dynamics of the situation that you truly wanted, you don't get no right to fucking sit there and complain about, oh, I want to walk around naked and this nigga's still here. Well, why the fuck did you move in there then, nigga? Like I said earlier, you have to be the architect. You have to move with purpose. You got to tell this woman, if your son is going to be here, we cannot cohabitate. If your son is going to be here, we can't cohabitate. And if you want us to live together, then you got to move in with me. There's no way that I'm moving into any dwelling that only has your name on the deed or the fucking lease. Are you fucking stupid? We just had a guy on our show yesterday, me and Lucario. The nigga said that he left his own state to go move in with a girl that was feisty in the beginning, but now she's threatening his life with violence. And her name is on the fucking lease. And he doesn't know what to do. What are we doing? What are we doing as men out here? And then you want to fucking complain? You want to complain after you made the choice to move in with that woman with her 20-something-year-old son still in the house. What's wrong with you, brother?
See, let me do this real quick, Miles. Bro, see, I knew y'all was gonna come with this, guys. Let me say this: if you don't want to seriously date a woman who has a child or children, that's on you, right? But his issue, bro, y'all miss the point all the time. The issue that the man is having is not the fact that that woman has a child. That's not why he has issues. Like I said earlier, even if he was dating a woman without a child, or if he met a woman and they had a child together, he will still get disrespected because you don't know how to lead. Guys, here's the problem. The problem isn't women. The problem isn't single mothers. The problem is a lack of male leadership or masculine influence. That's the problem. Because here's the reality of it. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that something is inherently wrong with that woman. Like she's just a fucked up chick across the board. What that should mean is no man should ever get in a relationship with her then. That's what that should mean. If she's that fucked up where no matter what guy she was with, she would still be disrespectful, that means no man should ever give her the blessing of ever calling her a girlfriend, fiance, wife. Facts. The reality of it is you have weak males out here who elevate women to roles in their life or positions in their life that they're unworthy of. Period. So is that the woman's fault? No. She's just taking advantage of a weak-ass male. Because I assure you it is. That nigga was in love. She settled. She settled for him. A lot of times when you got a woman who is settling for you, number one, there is no genuine concern or compassion for you. And she don't respect you. You are a means to an end.
You can hear it in her voice.
Exactly. She don't like this nigga. Like she really don't like that dude. She said, you can get the fuck out. Like, I don't need you, don't care for you. Because she probably got to a position after using his, generosity with his resources where she is like, I'm in a position where I can stand on my own too. I don't need you no more. You can go, nigga. It's just me and my son like it's always been. Right? But Miles, you said it. Jay Roman, you said it. I said it. He never should have been in that position to live with that woman. And here's the thing, guys. Let me tell y'all something. And here's a cold, hard reality when it comes to dealing with women. There's going to be some women that you encounter that you should never even have sex with, even though you could.
Facts.
You should never fuck, right? Then there's going to be another crop of women who all you should do is fuck and nothing more.
Facts.
And that's it. That's it. She don't get nothing else but a stiff one every now and again. That's it, right? And it's not because you're an asshole or you a dog. It's because she is unworthy of a position fitting of a queen.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna make a chick your queen and she a court jester? That don't make no fucking sense. But real quick, man, hey, the call-in line is open, 919-647-9392. Call in, man. Y'all got it. You know, we got some questions. Let's go ahead and get to it. Real quick. Hold on real quick. All right, right there. So he says, is it okay for your girl to call her male friend over her crib while you're over there chilling? Bro, fam, I don't know no man. Now, peep the operative word, man. There might be some males, but I don't know no man that can be chilling with his girl and she calls some other nigga over there. I don't know no nigga that's going to be cool with that.
Is it okay? Is it okay for you? What? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I wouldn't even be in no type of situation like that. Or I wouldn't associate. And here's the thing. I question the over there chilling. What you doing over there chilling?
Facts.
Like, I don't see some guys live their life a certain way where they can literally just go to a woman's house with no aim or purpose and just be chilling. I don't know what that looks like. If I'm at my girl's house, I'm there for a reason. Trust me, I'm there for a reason. I am never, and if my girl is over at my house, she's here for a reason. I don't never just chill idly by in nobody's space or house or nothing. Whenever I leave my house, I have a fucking purpose. Whenever someone comes to my house, there is a fucking purpose. I don't understand this. Well, we just chilling. We just chilling for no fucking reason.
I just want your company. No, Miles, I wholeheartedly agree with you, my brother. There's a purpose.
Yo, I don't
everything I'm in.
Niggas, bro. I don't understand y'all little niggas, bro. Like, y'all really just live life like that where y'all could just go to somebody's house and just waste time? Or somebody could just come to your house and kick back and waste time? I've never, ever. Because I know that people call, chilling out at somebody's house a kickback. Trust me. If I'm hosting a kickback, there's a specific time and place. We got food planned. We got something planned. And it's going to be over at a certain fucking time as well. And if I'm going to somebody's house, it's going to be the same type of thing. I don't understand how y'all niggas got so much fucking time just to be over there chilling.
Well, see,
laid up.
Let me. Okay. Let me. Every now and then in this show, I got to talk to these guys because, they're on a whole nother level of game here. Life is a little different. Chilling when you're younger is fun. You go over there, you hang out, and that's what cats used to do. Like you might not remember it because you have progressed so much in life, but you hang out at a house with all your fellas and have some girls come through and chill. It's fun. Now, is it okay for your girl to call her male friend over her crib while you were there chilling? It is for you. Because apparently it doesn't bother you. For me, that is a no-go. Okay. And for my own reasoning, may not be, Zag and Miles on this, the game might be surpassed that. I'm walking up the game of Mountain Hill. My thing is, for me, is if you still got male friends, I don't know why we together. that you want to chill with in that sort of manner. I don't know why we together.
Chilling with me.
I'm chilling with you. So you want to watch a movie? I'm here to watch a movie. You want to do something? I'm here to do that. So I don't understand why your male friends, but okay. I do remember as a younger guy, and I call this the goofy era, right? Saying goofy era with some game, right? So, I wasn't out there as far as some people, but I took all my life learning lessons, knocked my head, and I learned from it. Didn't have to knock it twice. But my thing is like, you chilling. Now, even if I said, man, don't worry about that. That don't mean nothing. How do you feel about it? And if you don't like that, then you can look at her and say, I'm with the wrong one.
Right.
Because why is she doing something that I don't like?
But see,
so you don't
J.
need to
Roman,
be with her then.
But here's the thing.
Go ahead. My thing is, if she is inviting somebody over and she knows how you feel about it, it's almost like the same situation we have here with the woman and her son. I'm choosing friendship over you.
Well, but here's the thing, and this is why, as a man, you must have standards. You must have. I like to also refer to, when you date women, you have dating rules, do's and don'ts, and deal breakers. So for a woman to feel like she can call another man over there while I'm over there, there's nothing to talk about. Like, I'm done. The last time you saw me is right now. Like, we're done. I'm not fucking with you after that. For you to even have the motherfucking audacity, right? For you to utter words out of your mouth to say to another man, "Oh, I'm just chilling with my man. You can come over." Like, I can't fuck with you after that. Like, there's nothing to talk about, right? But here's the thing, Jay Roman, because you was talking about back in the day. So I'm gonna quote Method Man, the character Cheese from The Wire. Nigga, ain't no nostalgia to this shit. This ain't back in the day, nigga. I just had to quote that. Shit was on my mind when you was talking about just chilling.
I know these days. I know right now. That's nah. You bet. That ain't even a thought. That's the way. Why are you calling me? I have a man now. I don't need your friendship. So but, that's a young question, and I hope that person is young. I really do. I really do hope that person is young. But that has to be a young question. I understand when we used to all chill, but when I used to chill, I brought the fellas. She brought the girls. That's how it should not.
When you're younger, when you're in your 20s, we all just
my friends over,
hung out, smoking and drinking and doing some other shit that I ain't gonna get into. But let's get to the next question. So anyway, I have this automatic tendency of asking a woman, "How are you?" after saying hi. Now I want to know from the game masters, does asking a woman how she is have a negative thing in the game?
Wait, what?
So this is my thing. My thing is this. At the end of the day, brother, be very intentional with what you do. Hold on, guys. I got something I got to tend to.
Okay. Yeah. See, the thing, does asking a woman how she is have a negative thing in the game?
So I think he's going and saying, "Hey, how are you? Hi, how are you?" When he is coming across women,
right?
And things like that. Like it's almost part of his high.
I mean, how could you possibly think that there's something negative about asking somebody how they doing?
Yeah,
like,
I don't.
See, this is the part of the whole thing about meeting women that lets me know that the majority of you guys are having trouble meeting women because of your own mindset. Why would you think negatively about asking someone, "Hey, how are you?" Now, if you think women are they're not interested, or they're ignoring you, or they treating you a certain way because you ask them, it's not because you ask them how are you. Maybe they're just not attracted to you. And then on top of that, it seems that you're probably taking things way too personal, like a lot of you do. You understand? Just because the chick ignores you, or if she seems like she's not interested, or she doesn't want to talk, you take the shit to the heart. And now you're literally asking the question, wow, is asking a woman how she's doing, is that negative? No. The bottom line is this. Say what you want to say to these women, and stop letting their outcome dictate how you feel about yourself and the things that you want to say. That's the truth of the game.
Thank you. So let me jump back in here and say this real quick. Guys, you telling a woman how are you, she isn't gonna take that and be like, "I can't fuck with him. He asked me how I was." It's not. Look, guys, a lot of times y'all listen to the things that we say and you overthink it, okay, and you take shit out of context. A lot of times what we're telling you guys is, when you very first meet women, stop saying shit just to be saying shit. Have a reason or a purpose or an intention behind what you say, right? And just so you understand, as a man, if you really want people to respect you, if you want to garner respect, if you want your word to carry weight, make sure you're very intentional behind the things that you say, right? So if you're asking a woman, how are you? And you really want to know how she is, ask her how she is. Hey, how you been? Right? So there's nothing wrong with that if there's an intention behind it.
Right. All right. So we got 857. You're on live with the Manhood is the Skill Set Show. We got J. Roman Miles and your host, Case Atkins. Name 8 City. How can we help you?
Yo, respect to the panel. What's going on? It's Shaughnessy, 26 from Boston. How y'all doing?
Shit. Shaughnessy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We good. We good. Just two real quick things. So yesterday, I was in a club, and I ended up seeing my ex. She walked in with her man, and it was like, I'm not even gonna hold you. A piece of me kind of like wanted to leave. I'm not even gonna lie, but
your elevator.
Tell us how you feel. Tell us how you feel.
I mean, I seen her there, and like she was by a whole group of baddies too. Like, no, I'm not gonna say baddies, but a group of shorties my type. I'll say that. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to approach them or nothing because I didn't want her to see me get up at night. And that's really,
bro, Shaughnessy. Bro,
yeah.
You allow how long y'all been broken up?
Like 2 years.
2 years, bro. So you saw her and all them feelings came rushing back, huh? Fam.
She had she with another nigga. She with the same. I know the nigga. Like it's just like she with that nigga, and she they've been together. So it's like,
it's working out with him, huh?
Hold on.
You thought it wasn't gonna work out, and it's working out.
She looked real happy. She looked real happy, bro. She looked happy.
Nah,
you saw a glow around her that you ain't seen in years, bro.
She probably went. She's been with him for a minute now, so.
And you know she's pregnant too. She's pregnant by him too.
Yeah. But Shaughnessy, here's the thing. Let's peep what you said. You said you saw a group of women over there that you were attracted to, the type of women that you would go holler at. I would have walked right up. I would have gave a head nod to the ex, and then I would have proceeded to holler at the chicks.
Yes. In front of her boyfriend, Zach? That's crazy, bro. She did with her man.
What did it got to do with you hollering at the other chicks?
Yeah, why do you care?
I mean, you would give a head nod to the ex.
Okay, let's keep it funky. Let's keep it funky, man.
Why not?
Let's keep it funky. You're tripping over a head nod compared to you standing over there daydreaming.
I guess
you stood over there.
Wait.
Let's not act like you have concern for the man. You stood over there staring at your ex and daydreaming, and instead of just head nodding her and going to holler at some other chicks. Now, which one do you think?
I'm gonna be so real with you. I was trying to block her view. Like I was trying to have my boys block her view. I was not trying to.
No, wait. Hold on. Shaughnessy, why did you call in today? Please, let's get that out the way first. Why the fuck did you call us today, homie?
I'm calling to ask, basically, why did that? I know you guys can't tell me the real reason why that happened.
Shaughnessy, please simply tell us why you called. Don't give us anything else. Just tell us exactly why you called, please.
Well, through that story, I want to know how I can basically better myself in that situation if it comes up again.
Better yourself? What do you mean when you say better yourself?
As in, I don't want to. If I see my ex, she really came in there with her man, so it's I just froze up in that situation. I didn't know what to do.
What do you mean by better yourself? Please articulate, sir. I know you're not foolish. Tell me what you mean by better yourself.
Better myself so it doesn't happen again.
So what doesn't happen again?
So I don't just basically freeze up in front of old fling.
Okay. So what you're telling us is that when you see an ex, you lose who you are immediately.
That's a good way of putting it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So are you on the Masculine Identity membership?
I was on it before the $1 too. Before it was $1, I was on it, but I had to get off.
Okay.
And I was on a Bad Boy membership.
But you had to get off. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you want us to help you out with that. The only way I can really help you out with that is because it's been 2 fucking years. So the only way I can really help you out is for you to join the membership, because it's obviously going to take some time for you to fix that, my G. You're not going to get what you want right here on this call right here. If it's been 2 fucking years and you still pining over this bitch to the point that when you see her, you freeze up and forget who the fuck you are. It's been 2 years. So how long you think you got to be on a membership? Huh?
Yeah.
Let me say this, bro. Let me say this. So I'm a little perturbed that you said you was trying to put your homeboys in front of you to shield you from her X-ray vision and shit. You know what I'm saying? She hit you with the Medusa stare. I mean, bro. So did your boys look at you and grab you by your shirt and jack you up and say, "Nigga, man, the fuck up," and slap you and say, "Snap out of it"? That's what I would have did.
No,
that's what I would have did.
It didn't get to that area. It didn't get to that. Like, they were just already standing there, so I was just basically in front of them. I wasn't like,
wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question, bro. How did she look, bro?
I mean, she was right. That was my ex.
No. I need you to describe it to me, bro. How did she look, bro? What was she wearing?
I couldn't even tell you.
What you
I'm
mean?
not even capping.
Oh my God.
Shaughnessy, I got you. Shaughnessy, I'm gonna put some words in your mouth. Right, pause. Right. Was she? Hold on, Shaughnessy. Was she stunning? Did she look magnificent?
I mean, I didn't say that. No.
When you looked at her, did you look and say, "Damn, I miss the way it used to feel"? Did you have any recollection of that? Did you?
Yeah, I guess honestly, that's why I'm really calling it.
You were right. He was daydreaming. He was right, bro.
I know the whole scene. I know you. And first of all, stop lying on your boys. You're trying to save them from being whack like you are right now. But they stood in the way for you. In fact, one of your boys even spotted her and said, "Hey, there goes your ex over there." Let's keep it funky, man. So you just started acting weird. None of them knew what was going on. Come on, man. Catch.
I tell you, she walked in and I told my boy who that, like, my ex.
Exactly.
And then
so she walked in and you was like, "Oh my god. Hey,
that's
guys,
my ex right there.
My ex is here. Could you shield me and block me?"
I didn't do it like that.
Well, you might as well had.
Shaughnessy, I got you.
You moved where you was standing at. Like I don't know about your friends, man. I got friends that, like, we know each other. So we know when we acting freaking weird. So, my boys can be like, "Hey, dog, what's up? Like, what's up? Somebody getting at you? Like, you about to fight somebody?" Or, like, they know what's up.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Your whole demeanor, position shift.
Yeah, here you are in a deep stare, reminiscing. You don't even know what she got on. That means you just looked at her face and your mind was in flutter mode. Like, oh, I remember.
But it was butterflies all around them, butterflies and glitter and shit.
You didn't even see her outfit. Come on, listen, dog. Like,
I didn't.
Man, people have been. It's 2 years. It is 2 years, man. Like, how long do you want to be a sucker?
So, Jonathan, let me ask you a question.
No, sir. I just want you to think about that, man. It's 2 years. You are calling this show off of a 2-year relationship and just seeing her standing near what you consider other baddies.
So let me ask them this question. Shaughnessy, you've ever been on a roller coaster, right? You ever been on a roller coaster before?
Yeah.
You ever been on one where your stomach drops when it hits that dip?
Yeah.
Is that how you felt when you saw her? Your stomach dropped?
His elevator dropped. It dropped.
Yes. That fucking laugh, it means yes. That's how you felt.
Myself.
Nigga, yo, you
I'm gonna be
Shaughnessy. Listen, man. Listen, bro. You we know why you called in today, man. You called in because you need a good punch in the chest because you know you was acting like a bitch ass nigga when you saw your old girl. Period.
That's low key. That's some real shit you said.
No. That's high key.
I did talk to my friends about it. They didn't give me enough.
You probably need closure, right? You need closure.
It's not even closure. It's more so like Like that's never happened to me.
Do you need to talk to her to get over it? Would you like
Hey,
to talk
Shauna,
to her to get over it?
That's actually a good idea. You should tell her how you feel.
Fuck no.
Say, girl, when I saw you the other night,
It was more so the point of her seeing me maybe not get what I wanted out of a different shorty. Like that's
no, hold on. You threw them nice. I gotta pick them up. Wait a minute. So you feel some type of way because she was there with another dude, but you was there with a bunch of guys sword fighting, and you wish you had a baddie on your arm? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't say it like that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay. So who cares what she thinks, man? And for you to
He
still
does.
care,
He cares.
and for you to still care about what she thinks, lets us really know where you at, and it should let you know where you really at.
It's
Come
been
on,
2 years.
hop on one of these memberships. It's 2 years, man.
It's been 2 years.
It's 2 years. I ought to walk by her, excuse me, and went straight to the other. Like, there's nothing to say. There's nothing. She's with her dude. She's with her dude.
Not for nothing.
And is it the same dude that she cheated on you with?
She didn't cheat on me. Well, not that I know of.
Not for nothing, but we said what?
Yeah.
Tell us what we said. Let's hear this shit.
Not for nothing. Zag and Roman said y'all would have gave her the head nod. The reason why I act like she didn't exist is because the bitch, she shouldn't exist in my life. So that's why I don't know
if you acted like she
didn't exist.
Brother, if you acted like she didn't exist, why would you be calling us right now then? What are we talking about?
And the coldest part,
I don't ever want to hear you say no shit like women are delusional, Shaughnessy, because y'all niggas is the delusional ones. Go ahead, Jay.
I just think the coldest part of it is like when you really don't really care. You don't care who you see. It's a what's up? Like, hey, what's up? And you move on because you're treating her like you would treat any other female, which is now that's what she is, any other. Only thing is, I mean, I heard the coldest line one day when somebody said, hey, bro, you know, I've been in your girl, but you ain't been in mine. That's it. Like, that's all it is, bro. Like, hey, I know her ins and outs. That one is done.
Let me ask him this. Real quick. Hold on. Let me get the super chat. William Kahn with the 5 said 1950 would say use a bitch showing support to the game. Oh yeah, not 1950 was 1950. He would be going in. Let me say this: when y'all broke up, who broke up with who, and why?
Zach, you know who broke up with who?
Well, she broke up with me because I wasn't trying to like her and her words take her seriously.
Wait. So, were y'all even in a relationship then?
She was my I don't like with none of my girlfriends. I don't really like.
Fam. Was she your girlfriend? Then what do you mean you wouldn't take her seriously? What do you mean by that?
Well, as in, I guess I was working a lot, so she didn't get all the time like that she could get from me. So it's like it got hectic.
Sound like you dodged the bullet.
Yeah, you did dodge the bullet. Because if you were working, she should understand that you're on that grind, and you see it when you see her.
She should have.
So let me ask you a question, real quick. Hold on, fella. I'll pass it back to you, bro. I'm gonna ask you a question. Can you please be honest with the fellas on the panel and everyone watching? Can you name me 3 things that you miss about her? Just name me 3. Go ahead. 3 things. What do you miss?
3 things.
Yeah, go ahead. Come on, bro.
Like Johnny Gill would say, I love the way she kisses me.
That's kind of crazy. And they just 3 things. I don't miss nothing. I wouldn't say I miss her though. Y'all say y'all.
Bro, you do miss something, bro. Your whole night was fucked when you saw her, bro. You couldn't even go talk to women after that.
No, not for nothing. It took me like 20 minutes to tap in, but then I ended up getting like 2 numbers at the end of the night. No bullshit.
Bro, your ego was bruised. Your ego was bruised. You walked in, you realized it didn't work out. I bet you in your head, you probably told yourself you could have did some things different. But the thing is, let's just put this in some real perspective. You're pining over a woman only because you seen her. Not really like, because this call would have happened a long time ago. Like, hey, I've been thinking about this ex. Only reason why you're pining over right now is because you've seen her. Then on top of that, You're pining over a woman that didn't work out, and it didn't work out because you were working and was steadily on your grind and having the situation in your world the way you wanted it. So the way you wanted your world didn't work out with her. So you should accept the fact that she wasn't for your world.
Exactly.
She didn't understand that you work a lot. She didn't understand what you got on your mind. She didn't understand your grind. And so she cheated on you, because we all know she did. We know that. You know it. You know it. So let's not, that's what happened. Because she went to somebody that was showing her attention. Her world was attention. She wanted attention. You didn't give it to her because you was working. So why are you complaining about a woman that didn't respect your world?
So
because we did have good times, but it's
So Shaughnessy.
All right, that's all I got to say.
No, stop right there. Okay, stop right there, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna say this: you can cherish the times you had with a woman, but ultimately, what you need to recognize and realize is the only thing you need to be reflecting on is how it ended. If it ended in any type of tumultuous way or any disrespect was shown to you, you need to remember that. Okay, I'm not saying forget about the good times, but you need to remember when this shit ended, we were not on good terms. She was mad disrespectful. There was all types of drama and toxicity in the situation. You need to remember that, because remembering that will show you why that woman needs to stay in your rear view and why you shouldn't lose your cool, right? When you see her at a club with another dude, was she hugged up with him? Was she all on him? Was he palming her ass or anything like that?
No, hell no. They were just standing on the side.
Okay, because I'm sure if he was doing that, you probably would have really lost it.
You notice different stuff about it.
Hell no. Why'd you say hell no?
Miles, I thought that too.
That's weird. Why he asked you if she was hugged up with the nigga and you said hell no? Why would you say that?
I mean, I don't know.
It's because you're emotional, bro, and you still care about this girl. And not to mention, it's your ego. All of this is based around your fucking ego.
Yeah.
Because you're worried about how you're gonna look to her. You're worried about how you're gonna look to your boys, and you're worried about the fact that you lost this bitch. And why are you worried about a bitch that you lost when you lost her because she wasn't right for you?
Because I'm gonna be real with you, Miles. A piece of me feels like this is one that I like kind of let get away.
You gonna feel
like
that way about bitch, bro?
Okay, you let it get away. Okay, now what?
I know he didn't say that.
So peep this out. I ain't gonna tell you the situation because I think I said it before, but one of my boys said, "Hey, is she really the one, or is it your ego?" And I sat and thought about it, and I said, "Yeah, man, it's my ego. It's my ego." So one of your boys should have been said, "What did your boy say?" You talk about they was there. You called them later on. What did they say?
I mean, we spoke about it like later on when we left the club, but
of course, what did they say?
When I was in the club, I just told him which one it was, my boy, and he was like, "Which one?" And I told him which one it was. He's like,
talking about
"You having a conversation about?"
I'm talking about afterwards. What did your friend say?
I'm gonna be so real with you. He didn't give me nothing. He was just like, "Damn, man, that's crazy, bro. You seen her, bro? That's crazy. She walked in there with her ex." And I'm saying,
okay.
Why is it crazy though? Why is it crazy? I want to know why is it crazy?
Why is it crazy? Isn't it a place that everybody go to? It's a club that everybody go to.
Because at that, like, not for nothing, last minute we changed club scenes. Last minute, so it's just like,
so it was meant to be to see her.
Hold on.
It was meant to rekindle some stuff. The stars are aligning for you.
Hold on, real quick, General. Shaughnessy, bro, and Renee said it earlier, right? That she owns land in your mind. She owns real estate in your head. Here's the thing, bro. Bro, you saw your ex, and you literally had a conversation with your homeboys about it's my ex over there, dog. And y'all talked up. Y'all are at a spot with a bunch of women. And instead of talking to women, y'all are literally having a conversation about your ex.
This was at the end of the night, bro.
There with another man. Bro, I don't care. I don't care what it was.
Let me ask you this.
Like, we was already
Come
in the
on,
car.
bro.
It doesn't matter, bro.
Hey, let me ask you this. What if y'all had a beautiful relationship and then she just said, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I just realized you're not the one for me.
Yeah, then that's it. Better off for her. Fuck her.
That's what she did.
Now it's fucker. Now it's fucker. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Nah, nah. I see what you mean.
Bro.
That's what she did, bro.
Bro.
I'm gonna tell you, that's what she did.
She basically realized that the relationship wasn't going in the desired direction she wanted to go in, and she left for greener pastures. And you just happened to see her walk in with her greener pasture. Bro, let me ask you a question.
That's enough.
Be honest.
No, but the reason why I tell y'all, look, the reason why I tell y'all that she was the one that got away, because I trust me, I'm tuned into what I see. I know a disrespectful woman. I know a woman who really loves her man.
Bro. Shaughnessy.
Yeah.
Hey,
she was not the woman that got away. She was not the woman that got away.
Shaughnessy, let me explain to you the woman that got away. Let me explain to you the woman that real quick, J-Rum. Let me explain to you the woman that got away. If this woman was following your lead 100% and everything was perfect, and then you made a mistake that you lost her trust, and then she broke up with you, he hung up. All right, so I'll just finish
finish the thought.
That's a woman that got away, right? 857.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So I was saying, the woman that got away is the woman that she was 100% cooperative. She was following your lead. You had your program set up, and you possibly made a mistake, or there was an unforeseen circumstance that forced her to leave your life. That's the one that got away. You told us that y'all had good times, but she still wasn't down because you wasn't giving her enough attention and time, and you still wanted to fuck with other bitches. Correct? Okay, she didn't get away, nigga. You wasn't. It wasn't time, and she's not compatible. A woman, a uncompatible woman that you may have gotten along with, you had a couple of good times, is not the one that got away. You right now are using your ego, and on top of that, you're being way too romantic about this shit. Shaughnessy, bro, seriously, yeah. How old are you, Shaughnessy? 23,
26.
26.
Oh my!
Y'all niggas these days. Where's your father at again? Where's your father at?
He's here.
God,
damn. I'm gonna tell you this though, Miles. When y'all ask these questions, bro,
niggas is emotional, bro. Y'all niggas is ego driven and fucking emotional. What's up with y'all niggas in these streets? What's up with y'all little niggas, bro?
Bro, a lot of kids. I'm not saying I'm not no kid. I'm a grown man, but a lot of like grown men. A lot of men these days, young men, they can't speak to their fathers about this type of shit, bro.
Bro, stop right there. Stop right there. No. I ain't gonna let you do it. Hold on, real quick.
I consider my father.
No. Shaughnessy, stop right there. Shaughnessy, stop right there. Stop right there. My father, even though I grew up in a household with my father, he never gave me no dating advice. Fam, a lot of it is based on you having a sense of pride, a sense of self-respect, and you understanding when the woman or the women you're dealing with don't appreciate you. Right? Once you realize you're unappreciated, once you realize there's no gratitude being shown to your physical presence, that woman should no longer have any space in your mind for you to think about. She should have been in your review. You seeing her should have had no more impact on you than you seeing a fucking bee flying around. Right? It shouldn't have mattered. It really shouldn't have mattered at all. But the reason why your heart fluttered and you saw butterflies and daffodils and sunflowers and shit was because you probably still think about her. I wouldn't be surprised if you had a wet dream about her recently. No, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all got it.
No, I think.
Yeah.
No, I think you're smart enough to realize that you think she had the potential to be a pretty good woman. But the part that you're missing is she wasn't going to be a pretty good woman for you. That's the major part. Like sometimes you have to understand what's up. I had a woman that I think would be a hell of a mom and everything. But the thing is, I wasn't ready for none of what she was ready for. Had to let that go. You know, she was a good person to this day, but at the same time, it wasn't for me. And you have to understand, two can be two things can be right at the same time. Maybe she was like a real down woman, like oh, okay, but she wasn't down for you because it didn't fit you. And the thing is, it's just like you have to understand that doesn't even matter because you controlled your world the way you wanted to do it, and you would have to accept all consequences, good and bad. That's part of manhood. So if you say to yourself, shoot, I think back then I was fucking around, I could gave her a little more time, that's on me. Well, that's on you.
See, but that's torture. Look, real quick, J. Roman. But see, that's torture. You're torturing yourself. Okay, and what I mean by that is this: when you think about an ex, or you see an ex, and all these little feelings come rushing back to the surface, and you start to think what may have been, bro. The reality of it is this. This is just a fact for both men and women. Your life is going to be a revolving door for people. People are going to come in and out of your life for a reason or a season, right? And it shouldn't be about regret or I wish I would have did this, then this could have been that. The reality of it was, and both J. Roman and Miles alluded to it, you guys were incompatible. See, a lot of you guys, this is what y'all got to understand. Okay, just because y'all get along with a woman doesn't really mean you're compatible. Exactly. It really doesn't mean that. Because if she was compatible, now peep game, right? Because you had a vision for yourself that involves you working a particular job where you couldn't be with her all the time. If she would have been able to see your vision and she would have been able to value your presence in her life, she would have understood that she needed to chill. And whether you saw her once a week or twice a week, she would have been happy with that in the meantime, because she would have knew as you guys progress as individuals and as you progress within a relationship, that things are going to get better later and that you're going to spend more time together later. But you're a young dude, you're grinding, you're doing your thing. The fact that she had a problem with you working and she couldn't see you, what it really means, she's a selfish motherfucker. Okay, that's what that really means. She's a selfish individual, and she's more concerned with having you be with her than you handling your business, taking care of yourself. See, a woman who actually values you, she's going to respect and even admire the fact that you are on your purpose.
That's real.
Go ahead. Okay.
I'm gonna say this about to you, just not to you, but to the youngsters themselves. Yo, I don't know your pops, man. Would you say that he's gamed up?
I would definitely say my father's gamed up, most definitely.
Okay, so I will tell you this. See, he's probably been telling you stuff since you've been younger. He's probably been lacing you up in elementary school, junior high, high school. But the thing is, you were so hard-headed and wanted to listen and act like your friends that he decided probably like, hey, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you just knock your head because apparently you got to learn on your own.
Thanks.
So the fact that you didn't come back to your dad and say, hey, Pops, this is the situation. What's up? Sometimes you have to be honest. And that's one of the toughest things of people being honest with themselves and saying, hey, Pops, let me run this situation by you. The sooner you can get that conversation going on, the sooner your pops will probably open up and start telling you some stuff where you can learn from and not repeat the mistakes or do the same thing he did to be off in a better position. But you can't sit there and be like, oh, I don't want to go talk to my pops about that. Well, you know what? Your pops been trying to lace you for a long time and you ignored him and you was hard-headed. You didn't listen to nothing he was saying. He seen it and was like, I ain't gonna say nothing else. Apparently, you got to learn on your own. You and your friends
that's do real, man. Stuff. You put that a crazy way, Jerome. I put that. That's real. You said that crazy way. I give you that. And like, just one quick thing before I click off. Can I ask one more thing?
Sure.
On the so I'm in the spot, right? And I approach in the same club. I approach another shorty and whatnot. Miles, you say a lot of times like you can't listen to what females say and what they say and whatnot. My question is, in this instance, should I listen to what this female told me? Because she said, like, on the approach, she said, like, she still ended up giving me the number, and she said, why are you shaking? She said, you're shaking. And I never shake. I'm never on no shaky shit when I'm approaching. So I don't know if she's trying to gaslight. Is she trying to just act like she the shit?
Why would this be the instance that you listen to a woman? Why would this be the instance that you listen to a woman, Sean?
I mean, yeah, that's real. That's real then. That's real. because I don't
Just
know.
the same night that you seen your ex?
Advice for the next approach. You know?
Do you see how? Oh my God! Why?
Was it the same night you seen your ex?
To the what women say.
But every woman, all women are the same, but every woman is different. So whatever advice she giving you for her. So what does that have to do with the next bitch? Man, you see why y'all niggas need the memberships and the coaching? Y'all niggas
real fucking shit,
bro. Hey, was this the same night you seen your ex?
Yeah, this is last night.
You were shaking,
bro,
you were shaking. I just want to let you know. You were sitting
bro,
there.
hold on real quick.
Your words were soft.
Jonathan,
hey girl.
Look, your ex had you shook. Your ex had you shook.
Oh my God, bro! This is way later on in the night. I was not.
Nah, bro.
Your confidence was broke. Your confidence.
Your nerves were shot. Your nerves were shot. You went over to the other girl and was like, excuse me. And she was like, nigga, why you shaking? Because I just saw my ex earlier and she fucked my whole head up.
Hey, Miles, check this out. You ever see the movies where a dude is looking at a woman and like maybe his ex died or something and he see the face of his ex on another woman when he's talking to another woman and he can't focus? Shaughnessy, that's Shaughnessy.
Yeah, you was staring at this new bitch and you were shaking and she looked just like your old bitch. That's crazy.
And the crazy thing about it is you probably only hollered at her. You probably only hollered at her because you realized you didn't holler at anybody because you're just too involved with your, daydreaming about your ex. So you just went over there just to say something to somebody. Nothing was believable.
I went
Jay Roman.
2 for 5.
You went 2 for 5. Okay.
Hold on. But here's the thing. Now let's peek what he said earlier. He said his ex was standing next to a group of baddies. He never hollered at those ones because he didn't want to go over there because he didn't want to feel that energy of his ex. So he literally, the women that he really wanted to holler at, he bypassed.
Nah. I mean, yeah, I you can say that.
I know. I guess you did that.
You was hollering at the runner-ups, huh?
You was acting like a bitch ass nigga last night, Shaughnessy. That's fucked up, nigga. That's fucked up, bro.
But Shaughnessy, look, real quick.
Get some different friends too, man.
Yeah. Your boys are kind of weak too, bro. Yeah, you might want to get some stronger friends and shit.
Go out with
slap
your
you up
dad.
and tell you to stop being a bitch.
Just don't tell your mama what he did.
Nah, we good on calls and shit. We good on calls. Shaughnessy, man up, bro. Man the fuck up.
100. Appreciate y'all.
All right, man. Get back on the memberships, nigga. All right, peace.
No, I'm on.
Yeah. Take it easy, brother. But damn, bro. Yo, yeah, man. Man, I feel bad. I feel bad for the society, bro. These are our young men. These are our young men. Lord have mercy.
And let me just say this.
The men are the lovers these days.
Ladies, this is why you got to share us. Right?
Facts.
So, Julio says, okay, let's get the call. We'll get the question later.
All right, 706, you're on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. We got J. Roman, Miles, and your host, K-Zag. What's going on?
Yeah, this is Marco from Georgia, 22.
22. Nice. Appreciate it, brother. Go ahead with the question.
Yeah, so the question is related to what Steve be saying, how he say, why would a woman want to fuck you? I just got a question on that. So how, if I don't know, like, beyond surface, what you was about to say?
Nah, it's just that. Why don't you wait till tomorrow for the Real Game No Theory show so you could, like, you know what I'm saying, speak to Steve on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, but what's your question? What's your general question without referring to Steve and all that? What's your general question, brother?
Yeah. So my question was, how do I go beyond the surface level, and how can I go deep inside myself to find that reaching out? You know what I mean? Beyond surface level values.
Beyond surface level value?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Like, I don't want to say the basic things that you hear all the time, like I'm assertive, confident within myself, stuff like that.
I'm not. Are you following the question, Jay?
Yeah, but it's just kind of like, no matter how you put the question, your concern is still presenting yourself a certain way in front of women. And as soon as you make the game about the women, then you already lost. So my thing is, it shouldn't be anything about, how do you become a dude of substance for them? How do you become a dude of substance for yourself? What do you think you should do to continue to grow as a man and continue to grow as an individual yourself? How balanced is your life? Do you read? Do you watch news? Do you study finances? Do you do woodwork? Do you do something that you like to do just for you? Like, how do you make yourself feel fulfilled at the end of the day? That has nothing to do with anybody else but you. And that's the thing, man. Like, I don't care if there's people that like beetles and bugs, right? And so they're excited about it. They got passionate about it. And when you talk to them and you look down and see a bug, they be like, oh, that's a bug from blah, blah, blah area. And da, 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 da. And this is why it's this important to the environment. This is what they break down. And this is what they do. Now, for other people, they'd be like, man, that's some nerdy stuff that you're talking about. But if they're passionate about it and they're interested in it, they got substance past just being a normal person. Right. So my thing is, it has nothing to do with female. What do you want to do? How do you want to better your life as far as what do you like to do? What have you thought about doing that has nothing to do with anybody else?
Let me say this real quick. Shout out to Steve. Peace to the homie. But let me say this to you guys real quick. As a man, you should never set out to do anything with the intent of trying to win women over, right? Anything you do should be for yourself, right? If you handle your business as a man, you grow, you evolve, you mature, you actually get to a point where you have a structured way of living. The byproduct of you doing this shit for yourself is that women that come into the fold will benefit, right, from how you handle your business. Right, the mistake that guys make, and I'll give you an example of what some guys do. They're mainly motivated to make money so they can get women. They're mainly motivated to wear certain types of name brand clothes, jewelry, or drive certain cars just to get women. And what happens to a lot of these guys when they've achieved a certain level of education, financial success, and they've acquired all these materialistic things, and they start dealing with women, they realize they're still having trouble with women. So what it does, it adds to their frustration, it adds to their angst, and it just adds to their bitterness as to what's going on with them in the dating scene and how they still can't have the type of situations they want with women happen, right? So now they go on this self-loathing journey where instead of looking at themselves, looking inward, they begin to blame women, right? Because the same, now, peep game, this is how crazy it is. The same guys that complain about women being gold diggers and using men for money are the same guys that got money just to get women. But what they realized was because this is what they thought. This is the delusion that guys have, right? And when I did, I think it was last week or the week before, I did a live stream talking about one of the Passport Bros. And he himself admitted this. What a lot of guys do is they'll use things outside of them to woo women or to win a woman over. And they falsely believe, yeah, I'm going to get her over with this thing outside of me. But once she gets to know me and the person that I am, she'll begin to like me for me, right? It's kind of like a woman that's using sex to try and elicit some type of emotional connection from a man. And then when it don't work, she feels like shit because she's going about it the wrong way, right? So same thing, if you're using money or you're using working out at the gym, if you're using these things to try and get women to fuck with you, but you have nothing of substance on the inside, what's going to happen is you're going to realize that, yeah, you might get attention from women. Women might fuck with you, but what you're going to miss out on is genuine connections because all of these superficial things, they bring genuine interest. Even sexual attraction is superficial. right? Even that's superficial. So if you have a fuck buddy and that's all y'all ever do, and there's nothing wrong with a sexual relationship or a fuck buddy scenario. What I'm saying is, if that's all you guys got between y'all, that's some superficial shit, right? So what a lot of guys don't understand is that going to lift weights won't help you, right? Cultivate genuine connections with women. Money, status, none of these things will help you cultivate genuine connections with women. But go ahead, family.
I just think you said something, and I want to kind of hit it on the nail again too, and just say it simply like this: if you're always worried about the byproduct, you'll always have problems with the product because you're actually not developing the product. You're too busy focused on the byproduct.
Thanks.
So everybody knows about Viagra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows the development of Viagra. Viagra started off as a heart pill. They were trying to make a pill to help the heart out. And when they did their study, people was coming back and was like, yeah, my heart feels okay, but I got a boner.
Right.
Right. And so then they went back to try to adjust the heart pill. And then people come back and says, yeah, my heart feel okay, but I got a boner.
Mm-hmm.
The byproduct of that pill was giving dudes these boners. Do you think the company stopped trying to make heart pills? Not at all.
Right.
Not at all. So my thing is, like, even though the byproduct can be something that's cool and stuff, you cannot stop making the product. You can't stop making the product, and that product is only unique to yourself. And the thing is, you guys try to do things for the byproduct and then wonder why the same thing keeps happening over and over again, because you don't really have a true product.
So, and how I interpret that is this. So caller, and this is how I interpret that, right? The main focus, just like the pill, the main focus was for the heart. It just so happened that the heart was pumping so much blood that it went down below the waist, and it helped that out too, right? So the main purpose of what you do as a man should be for yourself. Right. And as you evolve and you grow, you mature and you improve yourself and you elevate as a man, right? And you learn how to move like a man out here, you're going to run into women who value that. They value those characteristics. They value those attributes. They value your leadership. They value your masculinity. They value your masculine identity. They value these things because I'm going to tell you, those things are coveted by women. Women crave, they probably crave a real man more than an orgasm, right? Just dealing with a man who's a real fucking man. But y'all got
yeah. So caller, did we answer your question, bro?
Yeah, y'all answered the question. I got a lot of work on, but y'all answered the question.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for calling in. All right. So we got 980-980. You're on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. We got Jay Roman, Miles, and your host, K Zaggin. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Israel, 25, Georgia. What's going on?
Israel, what's going on with you, bro?
What up, fam? What up?
Not much. Yo, you guys just hit the nail on the head because this goes in hand with what you and Lakari were talking about yesterday. But real quick, I'm not going to be long. I just want to give you guys, thanks because as I'm getting close to approaching my 2-year mark on being on the Masculine Identity membership and the Bad Boy membership, I realized that, you guys are basically essential workers. Like, you guys are just as essential, if not more essential than, firefighters, emergencies. And I'm talking about on a whole mental level as far as like as a man, because the way the world is going, there's a reason why you guys, especially when UK Zaggin, when you talk about manhood as a skill set, because that's like the foundation for everything that has exists and that will come into existence. And manhood is what basically dictates what it is and what it's going to be. So it's not, just like you guys say, it's not black. It's not like, just wishy-washy or flexible. It's either black or white. You know what I'm saying? So you guys are very essential. Because the more I see what's going on around me, I see how much game is truly needed and how much, people don't really have game. You guys actually saved me and pulled me out from a dark place, because I remember being on that other side of the spectrum and it took so much time to undo it. Even when I remember Miles calling into you and Lucario and Steve at one time, and I tried challenging you guys. I used to be that caller. But let me tell you guys something. When you have Miles and Steve yelling at you, that's when you can't respond. That's how you know that, oh shit, I really need to learn games. So I just want to give you thanks.
Yeah. You got any questions? Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
That was just a real quick thing. I just want to give my appreciations to you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for calling in, man. Thanks for calling in. Hey, how's business? How's business with the what was the name? The Path?
Imperial's Pathway. Oh, everything is, going smooth. Of course, with business you hit, a few slight bumps in the road, but come to find out that, so you remember how I told you that I put my soaps in this lady's store?
Yeah.
Or that holistic store I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that she wanted me to alter it because she told me the reason was that, they wanted to feel more womanly, and she didn't want me to be all mannish. So I seen that, okay, she's one of those where she basically wants me to not actually push my brand the way I want to and want to try to take over things. And because she, and I could tell she was like a man hater, so I pretty much severed ties with that. But because I did that and stood on principles, I actually got another possible prospect and opportunity coming up. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to meet with the owner at a different store that has more traction.
There you go.
There's a better opportunity. So.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Stay true to the brand. Stay true to yourself, and you'll be all right, bro. All right.
Appreciate you.
And what's your website one more time?
phpathway.com.
phpathway.com. phpathway.com. Make sure you guys go check out phpathway.com. All right, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for calling in.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, real quick, this is what I want to say, because guys always be asking for receipts. That's a receipt, right? A picture with a bunch of females. Like, who give a fuck? Ain't nobody impressed by that childish ass high school shit. But when you got callers call in and they say, I used to be one of the callers that will call in challenging. But when he took his ego out of it and he emptied his cup, he realized that the information we provide is some real shit.
Yes, sir.
And here's the reality of it. Let me tell you something. Here's the real reason why guys call in challenging. The real reason is this. Because we say some shit that irritates their spirit. Because they know deep down inside we're right. And for them to admit that, damn, those guys are speaking facts, they would have to admit, I don't like myself. I don't like who I am.
Right.
I'm inadequate and I am inept as a man. Right. So a lot of times when people tell you the truth, this is why the truth isn't for everybody. Right. Because a lot of times when you tell people the truth about things, it causes them to look at themselves in a very unflattering manner, where they realize I ain't shit, right? And I got to put it like that, right?
Right.
And they put that mirror up to you and they make you look at yourself, and you don't like it, but it's the truth, and it's not about. And Miles, you said it in the documentary trailer, right? Where you was talking about, if I call you a bitch ass nigga, it's because I love you, right? And this is why we're here. Okay, guys, we're not. Look, it's Saturday. Fucking football is on. Y'all know how much of a football head I am. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? So I could be doing a lot. It's nice and sunny in San Antonio. It's hot. I could be at a swimming pool, swimming, looking at chicks in bikinis. I could be doing any other thing, but I'm here with y'all, fucking with y'all, making sure that I'm consistently here to give y'all my knowledge and impart this wisdom on y'all, so we can have more calls like we just had.
Facts. All right, guys. Oh, you want to get back to those questions?
Yeah. Let me bring it up. Where did it go? Where did this question go? Is it right here? I'll make sure I grab the right one. Shit. All right, there we go. So he says, why is it that, Zach, people come in and out of your life, even for a season? It makes me confused and frustrated because I'm a fixed person. Bro, no, you're not fixed. No, you're not fixed. Yeah, you may be fixed on where you live at, but you're not fixed, bro. We're all multifaceted individuals. Bro, you're always growing. Okay, or at least you should be, right? You should always be growing and evolving. And here's the reality about growing and evolving. You're going to outgrow people. Let me tell you something. There was a time in my life when I think I was about 27 years old, and I had my second child. And at the time, my oldest child was like 5. I was 27, and I was breaking up with their mother at the time. And I was looking at my life, and I realized I didn't have shit. I didn't have nothing. Yeah, I had a car. Yeah, I was renting this little townhome and all of that. I had a little bit of cheese in the bank. But in the grand scheme of things, I didn't have shit. Right? I didn't have nothing. I was just kind of going through life like the average person do, existing, living paycheck to paycheck. Really didn't have nothing. And I realized that some of my friends, or these guys I called friends at the time, they really didn't bring anything to my life. A bunch of dudes, we went out, we fucked chicks together, smoking weed, drinking, playing video games, right? So what I had to do, not only did I have to break up with my ex, but I had to stop fucking with some of those dudes because I was starting to evolve and grow, right? Because once I had that epiphany moment, like, I ain't got shit, right? And I remember saying to myself, I got my second child and I really don't have a set place to raise them, right? And then that's when I went on a plan, make sure my credit was straight, and then eventually I had a house built 5 years later. But my point is this, you grow and you evolve, and sometimes you outgrow the people that you're with. The things you thought you wanted at 23, you no longer covet at 30. So if you're with a woman and the things that you felt you wanted or desired from her at the age of 23 and you're 30 and you're with her, you might have to leave her because she is no longer providing the essential vitamins for you, right? She's no longer conducting herself in a way. In other words, you left her behind mentally and emotionally. You left her behind. And this happens in relationships all the time. The problem is people stay until they hate each other. This is why you have all the relationships in toxic situations, drama-filled situations, because people are staying together too long. And this is why, let me just say this, and I'm going to finish it with this. This is why when guys say that dumb shit about, well, women file for divorce at a higher rate than men do, it's because women realize I'm with a guy and I don't need to be with him no more. This is no longer working for me. So they decide to pull the trigger. The guys that don't, they don't pull the trigger and they would rather live life just existing. There are some women that get tired of existing and they want to live.
As soon as I read this, instead of saying I'm a fixed person, just, in my head, he says I'm a super nice person. And I think that, you want everybody to like you. And I think when you have that need where you want everybody to like you, you're missing the fact that as soon as you really fully like yourself, you won't need anybody else to like you.
I'm still trying to, what's a fixed person? Like, because when they say a dog is fixed, that means they got neutered. So what does that mean? You're a fixed person. I really don't understand that.
Yeah, I'm only assuming because he's talking about people coming in and out the life. Like once he's in somebody's life, he's there. I'm not a in and out type person. And
so what you're saying? So if that's the assumption, then that means you're static. That means you're content and stationary. Life don't work that way. Life don't fucking work that way. So it sounds like you're looking for guarantees. Sounds like you're looking for a safe space. Sounds like you're looking for the only consistency that a man has is the consistency that he makes for himself. You understand? You can't control anything else in this life but yourself. And actually, it's a blessing to be able to control yourself, too, because at some point you get old enough. If you're blessed enough to be old enough to suffer from dementia and Alzheimer's, you're going to be fucked. So even self-control is something to be grateful for as a blessing that you have right now. You understand? And this is what I'm talking about when I say a lot of you motherfuckers, you're not grateful. You take shit for granted. You think that life itself, you think that waking up tomorrow morning is a fucking guarantee. You think you're owed waking up tomorrow morning? You think you're owed the use of your limbs? You think you're owed going to work and making it home safe? This is where a lot of you cats lose. You lose in reality because you don't take the time to be grateful for what is. So then you instead of being grateful for what is, you start to be upset about what isn't and about the people that left your life and all of this other shit. Shut the fuck up, be grateful for what you have and move forward, because you ain't promised nothing. You're not promised any fucking thing. Count your fucking blessings, because what you do have is worth what it's worth. Sitting there talking about and complaining about and feeling frustrated and confused about what you don't have or what's not in your life anymore or who's not in your life anymore is wasted energy. This is why I talk about gratitude so much on the Masculine Identity membership. And it's the building block to setting up your mindset for game. And y'all niggas don't understand this shit. Talking about, oh, I'm confused and frustrated when someone goes out of my life. As if you were fucking promised that they was going to come into your life in the first fucking place.
Right. What you just said right there. What you said right there. And let me just say this, and I'll pass it to you, Jay. Guys, here's the reality of it. Okay, I don't know who lied to you. I don't know who told you when you get a girlfriend that they're promised to you forever. Okay, or even if you get married. I don't know who told you that. I don't know who told you that it's supposed to be forever. No, it's not. Right? Now, if you're fortunate enough to where you meet someone and y'all get into a relationship or marriage and y'all literally last until one of y'all pass away of old age, cool. But the reality of it is this: that's unlikely, right? And part of it is y'all got to remember this: we're individuals, and Miles, you hit it on the head, as if that person was promised to come into your life to begin with. There was a time when that person wasn't there, and you were just fine, right? So the thing of it is, guys, as individuals, you're always going to grow and evolve at a different pace than other individuals. Mm-hmm. One of the problems with relationships is that when you get into a relationship with someone, you're growing and evolving as individuals within this relationship. If y'all don't take the time to elevate that relationship together so it grows with you, you're going to outgrow each other. Someone is going to decide there's things I want in life that this union or this relationship can't provide for me. I got to leave, right? See, this is where maturity and being a grown-up is. Believe it or not, there are people who leave marriages or relationships amicably, where they sit down, they both realize that the thrill is gone. They both realize they're going through the motions. And they sit down and they say, look, I've been thinking, you've been thinking too? Yeah, it's kind of not working out right. Yeah, I agree. Like, people really have these conversations. But a lot of y'all can't fathom sitting down with a significant other and ending a relationship in that mature type of fashion because you're mad because it's not working. We should fight for us. We should try hard to... No! Guys, let me say this real quick. For your sanity, for your sanity and your well-being and your mental health, once you realize that situation is no longer fun for you and or the woman, end it. End it before it gets ugly. Yeah.
Right. Facts. You want to, Jay? You got anything, or you want to get to the next question?
Yeah, I'm reading this thing over and over again and putting different words into the fixed person, right? So
right.
even if you change it to I'm a loyal person, now it reads like, you give people loyalty that don't deserve it. So it's like they don't earn the type of character that you have, and you're upset that you gave somebody this loyalty or gave somebody who you are without having them earn it. And then just kind of on your point there, Miles, I know somebody that lost their wife at a young age.
Right.
And people, that is no control of his. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, one of the fun and most, I don't know, because I think it's irritating parts of life, but it makes life. Like, is that the ups and downs? It's just, it's the fun part of the battle. Like, if you won all the time, it would get numbing. It would get dull. If you lose all the time, it would get numbing. It would get dull. Life has ups and downs, which makes it exciting, which makes life fun.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the downs can be really down and ups can be really ups, but part of navigating life, it's just part of navigating life. And I think that you're right. If you start to get to a point where you look at life as if you deserve this or that, and not understanding that, hey, there are going to be ups and downs with that, then it's going to hit you in the face pretty hard. And I think a lot of people got to understand. And that's why I always comment, like, when you go out with these women, are y'all having fun? Like, it's almost like it's a test every time they go out. Did I pass the test, guys? I told her this and I told her that. Like, you can't make a mistake. You can't learn from the next mistake. Everything has to be perfect on the first go. Everything has to be perfect. And I think, understand this, fellas, everybody's human beings. There's going to be ups and downs, going to be twists and turns. The most consistent thing you can do is fortify yourself to be able to handle those ups and turns and ups and downs.
Yep.
All right, so let's pop the next question because we got a few minutes before we get up out of here. So he says, what if your ex was this nigga? What if your ex was special? But it hurt me to even read that. What if your ex was special and you miss how you feel with her? Most men can't control that, even with game. Bullshit. Yes, you can. It's a choice. Guys, let me tell y'all something. These are emotions that you're experiencing. It's a choice. Look, I'll put it to you like this. Now, Jay Roman, I'm going to speak to something you said earlier. You said you know someone that lost someone at an early age where they died. Now, if you are in a relationship or a marriage and you have a great relationship with your significant other and they die unexpectedly, I can see that fucking with you. I can see that fucking with you for a while. I can see that. But if y'all just broke up or got a divorce, man, shut the fuck up. Like, it's not, I don't care what nobody say. A divorce is just a legal breakup. That's all a divorce is a legal breakup. Mm-hmm. That's all that it is. Paperwork involved. That's pretty much all that it is, right? Your life is not over. Life goes on. And again, a lot of times when relationships end, they typically end on bad terms anyway. What? I want someone to answer me this motherfucking question. What the fuck do you miss about a relationship that ended on bad terms? I really want to know the answer to that fucking question. What do you miss about a relationship that ended on bad terms? Again, if you are in a loving, healthy relationship and someone ups and dies on you, I can see that fucking with you for quite a while.
Right.
I can't tell you if it's months or years. I can't tell you how to mourn, but I can see that fucking with you. That makes sense to me. But a breakup and both of y'all still living? Come on, man. Like, you talking about she was special? No. Yes, she was when she was with you. Guys, here's the newsflash. Once the dynamic of the relationship starts to change and there's animosity and resentment within a relationship, drop that special tag. Drop that. She ain't no longer special, right? The only time a woman could be special is if she did what she needed to do to get that title, and she continues to do what she did to get that title consistently, and she's maintaining that. The moment she starts to do the opposite of whatever she did to even get that role in your life, she ain't no longer special. Matter of fact, she ain't no different than a strange chick you met yesterday. Mm-hmm. The only thing is you just known her longer. Y'all got it.
Facts. Nah, real talk, man. You what if your ex was special? There's no such thing. I'm the special one. And if I considered her to be special, her value was designated and decided by me. So who's the special one? Who's the special one? It was my program that made her special. Remember, she had to enhance my journey. So anything that was special about her, I was the source of all that. So this is, again, you guys love to pedestal women. That's what you do. You put women on pedestals and then you forget about how important you are. And that's the source of your anxiety. That's the source of Shaughnessy freezing up when he saw his ex at the club or whatever it was. That's how you guys get down. You put women above you and then you fall apart because you have no sense of identity. You have no masculine identity. You get what I'm saying? You don't realize how valuable you are to the situation because she has a vagina or whatever is clouding your judgment, whatever it is. Her beauty, her whatever, her ass, her smell, like I said, her vagina, the sex you had. And that's what made us, man, a woman is only special when she's doing what you need her to do. So what really makes her special is what you delegated, what you created for her to do. So what's the source of her speciality or her specialized qualities? It has everything to do with you. Exactly. Deference, humble submission, and respect. That's what made her special. And what was she submitting to? Who was she submitting to? To you. Ain't nothing special about a woman when it comes to a man. Because like I said, we have to answer to God. Women have to answer to us men. And the children got to answer to the woman. Everybody got somebody to answer to. So when I hear you guys saying questions like this and pedestaling women, it's all wrong. You see what I'm saying?
So, so let me speak to the people that's not in the advanced class. Okay. No, I got it because a lot of dudes will say this. She made me feel special. I miss her. I miss that. But I'm gonna break it down to the point where, so what? Like, can two things be true? Can you miss somebody that you broke up with? Can you say, hey, I gotta go because something just ain't right, but you made me feel special sometimes? Like, why do we hold on to these good feeling and act like that was the whole thing about the relationship and we were the ones tripping? It's like something didn't work out. It doesn't matter why. Yeah, she made you feel special. So what? So what? And now you're moving on. Because not moving on is called stalking. It's called restraining orders. It's called a lot of things that you don't want. Like I don't understand. Let's just say you miss somebody, but it didn't work out. What's the recourse in that? Just sitting there missing them? Not moving, not going anywhere, not doing anything.
Not growing?
Not growing, not talking to anybody else. Like, you guys act like life has stopped. It ain't stopped.
Because of a female.
So
because of a woman.
As Zag and Mounds talk about the mental fortitude on how to approach things so this will never happen again. Did anybody say, hey man, I ain't never really thought about it like that? I might want to get on the membership to see how I can think like that on my own naturally without hearing it like that. Like, don't get stuck on missing somebody. And I'll be honest with y'all. I'm going to keep it funky. Jay Roman keeps it funky. I'm going to tell you, there is this one I had, man, I liked her. I'm talking about she's a motivational speaker naturally. This is what she do, right? Just imagine in bed, like, the things she would whisper in my ear and all this stuff. Like, she made me feel special, super special. I like the way she was encouraging in anything I did. I want to start a business. She'd have 3 books on the business sitting on the table. She was all for the support. And then I broke up with her. Yeah, I broke up with her, because the other things wasn't cool. Like, I felt like I wasn't getting the attention on me. Okay, we got to break up. All right. Now, does that excuse the feeling I had on one part to the other? No, it don't. But once it's done, it's done. The thing is, you guys don't like to live in the consequence area of your decisions. And that's why I don't blame women at all for anything. They're always going to step up where the void is at. But you guys don't even like to live in the consequences of the decisions and to learn and go from there. Other things about her made her your ex. But you're only concentrated on the good things and nothing else.
Right.
Because you don't want to face the consequence of your bad decisions, your bad leadership, and not speaking up about really what you wanted and needed.
Let me say this real quick, right, guys? It's okay to be disappointed because the relationship maybe ended sooner than you had hoped and all that. It's okay. You're human. It's okay to be disappointed. But you have to be realistic enough, right? And pragmatic enough to know that it had to end. It doesn't matter why it ended. It doesn't matter when it ended. It had to end, right? I want guys to understand that. What about that time? Okay, yeah. So the lines is killed, right? We get on.
Yeah, we.
All right, so guys, look, we appreciate the questions. So for anyone that asked a question a little late, before we get up out of here, like the stream. Y'all got anything y'all want to plug before we bounce?
Yeah, make sure you get with us tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, the Real Game No Theory panel. Yeah, please make sure you get with us. And
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, 12 noon.
Yes, sir.
No Theory show. For those who had questions about Steve, 1950,
right?
They're gonna be on the show tomorrow, and you can ask them directly on the people who came up with whatever term or whatever way they put it on exactly how they meant, so you can get the understanding of it.
Exactly. Call in, ask questions about them. Call in tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah. So real quick, so the Grind and Pete, y'all got questions? Ask tomorrow. Watch the Real Game No Theory joint, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, 12 o'clock Eastern, and then ask your question in that. But ask it early. Y'all can't be coming in here in the 11th hour with that shit. On that note, we appreciate y'all being here. Y'all could have been anywhere else with your Saturday, but y'all came through fucking with us. I hope some of y'all got something out of it. We appreciate y'all. Until next time, we out. Peace.
Peace.